Wednesday, dear God, am I in trouble? I never thought it would come to this. I mean, just a few weeks ago, I was living it up at the country club, ordering smoothies and not a care in the world. But now, I could be going to jail. And, not gonna lie, I am scared as hell. But, I still stand by my actions. Yeah, morality and all that crap. But, if you knew him like I did, you know he had it coming. Raleigh Jefferson deserved to die. Now, if I'm writing this down, I may as well write the whole thing because, honestly, I don't think I can keep this whole bottle up for much longer. Anyways, it all started in the middle of summer vacation, and Raleigh invited me to the country club he belongs to, and I thought I had died and just gone to heaven. I mean, to think, Raleigh and his family enjoy luxuries like this regularly, unlike my piss-poor family who have to go to the town pool. Ugh, disgusting thinking about it right now. And to be honest, I actually envy the guy. I really did. Though the country club routine was interrupted one day when Raleigh invited me to the beach with his folks. And he said he was bringing another friend along, but I don't mind. I mean, a free trip to the beach and a week away from my family sounds like a pretty good deal. Once I got myself ready, I walked up to Raleigh's house and... you are not gonna believe who I saw at the front door. It was Abigail Brown! I never expected to see her face again, I can tell you that. We said hi and stuff, and soon we were on the road, and I just sit in the back of a car while Raleigh talked to Abigail the entire time. Oh, Raleigh, you are so funny. Hey, what's so funny, guys? Can I hear the joke as well, please? Wait, were they still a thing? I don't know, but whatever. Eventually, we arrived at the beach house, and I couldn't wait to hit the boardwalk with Raleigh. However, he said no and kept talking to Abigail. Leave it to this tart to come between me and my best friend. So yeah, we ended up staying in for the night, and all Raleigh and Abigail could do was lock eyes. Ugh. No, you're cuter, Abigail. Oh, no, you. Don't flatter me, but you definitely are a cuter one, huh? Yeah, to be honest, the entire thing makes me sick. Ugh. Anyways, later at night, they all played stupid board games, and I decided to find something else to entertain myself. So I walked to my room to get my Game Boy when I saw Raleigh's door was left open, and his clothes were just laid out on his bed, and they were actually some pretty nice clothes. You know, maybe I could try them on. Just for fun, yeah. This is gonna be great. I am an awesome friendly kid. Dar, 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 dar. Look at me. I have a buck tooth. I'm stupid. Sweet mama. What? Raleigh. Pretty awkward situation you caught me in, but listen, I have an explanation which will make you totally understand. Yeah, so Raleigh was pretty distant for the rest of the trip. Even when I tried to explain to him that I was just having a bit of fun, but he just wouldn't listen. And other times, I tried to make conversations to pretend that the whole thing didn't happen, but Raleigh just gave me a cold shoulder. Did I really do anything wrong? I mean, can you blame me for trying to amuse myself when I was being ignored by everyone there? Well, I don't think so. We got back to Plainview, and I didn't hear from Raleigh for almost a week. I mean, we were going to the country club every goddamn day before the beach trip, and because of a small small incident, I get completely brushed off. Ridiculous! I needed my country club fix soon, because I just can't go back to this boring, plain life. And to make things worse, since I've been at home this past week, Dad's been hounding me to do summer internship at his workplace, and I was so sick of hearing him go on how I should get a job and stuff like that and blah, 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 blah. That was until I had an idea. And I told Dad that I got a job at the country club for the summer. And I gotta say, for the first time in a long while, he actually looked proud of me.
Wait, you got a job at the country club? Oh my god. My boy's growing up to be better than Roderick. That's my son. First this, and then one day you'll be a CEO of your own company. Now go to your country club and make me proud, son.
It felt good that my dad was proud of me. Though, not that I was actually gonna get a job. I mean, I just wanted to get off my case. And an excuse to go to the country club. And now I had to figure out how to actually get into the country club without Rowley. Okay, how am I gonna get to this country club? What am I gonna do? Should I disguise myself as one of the people here? Should I Metal Gear Solid it? Or should I... Hello, name? Ha! Sorry, sir. I couldn't quite get that. Your name? My name is Rowley Jefferson. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Luckily, the person at the front desk has about the same wattage of brain power as a literal slime, because with that little trick, I got by with no problem.
And now, it was time for rest and relaxation. Well earned, if you ask me. And, one of the best part, it didn't even cost me a cent. I can do whatever I wanted and just charge it under Rowley's name. And I figure with my parents out of my hair and an endless stream of free smoothies, the rest of the summer was looking pretty salvageable. And so I continued going to the country club for a weekend. All was well. I also made sure to avoid Rowley, and it actually worked. Hey! Hello, ladies! Mind if I jump in? Kid, the sign says adult use only. Well, my mom does say I'm pretty manly, if you know what I mean. Just get out. However, that afternoon on my way to the games room, I saw Rowley at the tennis court talking to Chirag Gupta, and I kept my distance. However, that was until I heard my name pop up in their little conversation. Dude, Craig is so weird. On the trip, he wore my clothes and talked to himself in my bedroom.
Dude, that's super messed up.
Alright, I had heard enough. I couldn't believe Rowley blabbing Chirag like that. How would he like it if everyone knew he the cheese? So, I went to the games room and booted up some Twisted Wizard 2 to get my mind off Rowley. And the club was closing soon, so I had the room all to myself. That was until I heard a voice behind me. Greg? What are you doing here? Okay, I'll be honest. I thought we could reconnect. You know, the trip was a little difficult with the whole Abigail problem. Abigail and I are dating now. Wait, you two are... how? Wait, what do you mean, how? Well, I said how because this morning you were ogling in a hot tub, and now you're dating Abigail. It's just absurd. Well, Greg, I love Abigail. Well, you love me, but you're not dating me. Greg, I don't love you. No, that's just not what I meant. I was trying to... You know what? I am glad I didn't invite you to the club, because I have had enough of you. What? You can be a real leech, Greg. And I bet you notice, you parasite. Hey, we are brothers, Rowley. We had a good thing going, and then we go on a trip, and you do this sword thing with Abigail, getting all mushy in the car while we all have to listen, which was just extraordinary. I mean, to betray your best friend over something so... I don't care! Just get the hell out of it, Greg! Leave now! Or else I'll call the manager. I'd like to see you try, Rowley. Wait, no, I wasn't serious! Wait, no! Stupid Greg. Stupid. Wait, Greg! Let's just try and talk about it! Sorry, Rowley. I ain't taking that chance. And it's too late to apologize now. Well, there goes my best friend. And honestly, I didn't know how to feel. Part of me was still enraged, but the other part felt sad. Anyways, I disposed of the evidence shortly after, though it took a while because of Rowley's size. Jeez, that kid should have lost some weight. Okay, so, I'm finally done. And after that, I need a goddamn drink. Man, that drink definitely helped. Though it kinda made my brain all foggy, which is just what I need right now. Anyways, after I charged the Rowley's bill, I mean, it's not like he's gonna check anymore, I went home. However, when I got back, Mom said she had just gotten a call from the Jeffersons and they wanted to know if I knew where Rowley was. So I said I didn't know, and they think he was kidnapped or something. If only he was. If only he was. Thursday. The Jeffersons had me over at the house and asked me some questions about Rowley, and I ended up saying something I definitely shouldn't have said. Well, Mr. Jefferson, you see, Rowley actually told me he wanted to run away, but he didn't tell me where, and he said he was actually really depressed. And it's so weird. I mean, you guys know him. He's so happy all the time, right? Yeah, and now get this. They think it was me who made Rowley run away. Yeah, they blame me for being a bad influence and all that crap. I tried to defend myself, but they were so adamant that I was the one who caused Rowley to run away. This can't go well. Friday. Great. I've gone and done it. The Jeffersons ordered a police investigation, and if the police find Rowley's body or any evidence, I'm screwed. Oh, and in other news, Abigail reached out to me today and said she wanted to talk to me about Rowley. Oh boy, she really does care about this doofus. Jeez. Yeah, she asked me all the questions Jefferson asked me yesterday, and after that we parted ways. And about time now to get my country club on. And I'm pretty peckish too. You know, maybe I'll grab a bite there as well. I heard they have some pretty good chicken wings. Hey, could I get some of those, chicken leg thingies? Sure thing! Name for payment? Rowley Jefferson. I'm a goddamn idiot! I should have known this was gonna happen! Yeah, it turns out Chirag Gupta was literally standing in the exact same line and heard me use Rowley's name to order! And so, sooner or later, word's gonna get around and I can get discovered! Why didn't I think of this before? So, I started to leave, but Chirag then confronted me and asked me why I was even at the country club, and I didn't even know how to answer that, let alone the next question about why I was using Rowley's name, and if Chirag voices any of his suspicions to the country club, the Jeffersons, Abigail, or even the police, then I'm toast! And so, I need to think of something. And fast! Yeah, your second kill's a lot easier. I can tell you that from experience. Saturday. So, yeah. I have mixed feelings about what I did yesterday. Oh, and I don't feel bad for Chirag, if that's what you're wondering. It's just that on one hand, I did get rid of a potential liability. On the other hand, though, now I've opened up a whole new can of worms with Chirag's sudden disappearance. And on top of that, I found a hole in the whole country club plan, because now I can't use Rowley's name without his parents being suspicious as to why their missing son is still ordering drinks. And then there's another problem, because my parents still think I have a job there, and if I don't keep this whole charade, they'll be pissed. And trust me, I don't need that at the moment either. So, there's gotta be a way I can fix this. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. I've got an idea. Now, it's not the best one, but it sure is an improvement on the current situation. Now, look. Rowley is loaded, and if I can get a hold of his cash, I can order drinks under his name, but just simply pay in cash. That way, the Jeffersons won't be billed, and I won't have to pay with my money. And even better, I can keep going to the club without any issue. Though I have to keep using Rowley's alias, otherwise the country club workers will start to wonder why I'm switching names all of a sudden, but other than that, this might just work. And now, all I have to do is get Rowley's cash. Somehow. Yeah, that might be a problem. Okay, well, I went over to Jefferson's house, but they weren't home. Yeah, good. It'd be too risky if they were. So I figured I could sneak in through a window or something. Okay, so I should thank my lucky stars that the Jeffersons are exactly the most high security people, because I just managed to open a window and just crawled into the house. Then I ran out to Rowley's room, and it was just as he left it. I then scoured the place for a while until I found Rowley's stash, and there was even a Playboy magazine, which was a bonus. Don't even ask me how he got his hands off that. Though, to be honest, Rowley's got some pretty good days. But after a quick read, I just grabbed the cash and left, because now it was time to put this plan into action. However, on the way out of the house, I ran into Abigail of all people in the front lawn. Yeah, apparently she had come to talk to the Jeffersons. So I explained to her that they weren't home at the moment, and that I had come to do the same. And believe it or not, she actually fell for it, and I made a clean getaway. Then I made my way to the country club with Rowley's cash. I walked in nervously, and I ordered a smoothie from one of the waiters. However, the guy asked me why I didn't just add to my tab. So I had some quick thinking, and I think I actually managed to fool him. Yeah, so my parents want me to pay for my own drinks now. That makes perfect sense now. Especially since you order so many drinks that your gallbladder should have exploded by now. Jeez, I don't drink that much. Do I? So yeah, besides that guy being incredibly rude, it seems I'd fooled him perfectly. So I just chilled at the club for a while until I decided to call it a day and just head home. However, I was pretty shocked to see the police was waiting to my house. Yeah, it looks like the Jeffersons weren't giving up just yet, and the cops wanted to talk to me about Rowley because their case was actually hitting a dead end. And so they asked me all sorts of questions for a solid hour, and I spent the whole time fibbing and trying to crack, and I had to fool the lie detector too. However, I think the police started getting suspicious after a while, and I thought my goose was cooked. So there was only one thing I could do. I started sobbing. And yeah, it wasn't my proudest moment. However, the cops decided we better come back later and just left. Though, I just felt awful after that. I felt awful for crying and probably arousing more suspicion. I told myself that they were crocodile tears for cops, but deep down, I think I'm just scared of getting caught. I know what'll happen, and soon enough it will. Tuesday, I barely got any sleep last night. All I could think about was Rowley. It was like he was haunting me. Oh my god. The police will find out. Somehow they will, and I'll be in big trouble. I need to wrap this up. Wait. Maybe I've been using the wrong narrative the whole time. Maybe I shouldn't hide the fact that Rowley is dead. Yeah. Maybe I can convince him that it was he offed himself. Yeah. I mean, the summer is almost coming to an end, and I want to put all of this behind me. And also, I think the people in all the country club are getting suspicious too. Wait, maybe writing a death note from Rowley would be enough evidence for his parents to quit the investigation. Well, only one way to find out. Not like I've got any other ideas anymore. Alright, and I'm done. Hopefully it's convincing enough.
Dear Mom and Dad, I know this will be difficult for you, but I just can't go on in life. My heart has been broken by Abigail Brown because she's been cheating on me with another boy. I thought we had a stable relationship, but I guess not. And she'll try to deny it if you ask her, so there's no use. And I am too overcome with grief to continue. Just know that I love you guys, and it's not your fault. I leave all my possessions to my best friend, Greg Heffley, and I know this will hit him hard because we're just so close. Just tell him I'm sorry for not being the best friend he deserves, and tell him that I didn't mean those things I said to him. And one last thing, tell him I'll miss him. Your awesome friendly kid, Rowley Jefferson. Sunday! I haven't been able to write for a while, but a lot has happened. You see, Mr. Jefferson actually found a note and canceled the investigation. And I even hear Abigail's family is getting a lot of flack, and they're not doing too well. As for me, though, I am doing pretty well currently. Yeah, I cleared up the will of the Jeffersons, and they were actually really apologetic. They even apologized for treating me poorly in the past, and were glad Rowley valued me so much as a friend. And they gave me all his stuff and their forgiveness. And so I went back home, and I guess I forgive them too.